time when he pops the Empress, he just has to shoot. Yeah.
Do my mind be changed? Oh, my mind can for sure be changed on that.
But still,
But
yeah, the Waylay definitely
we're like 10 games in,
a bit of a hot topic,
and it hasn't changed yet.
Jeremy in a position to
And I don't think, with what I'm seeing, it's going to change too much. Dude, Jeremy got an extra here, though. Fair play.
Before he finally falls to Sugar Zero. That is a bit of damage and a bit of information for Team Secret. Yeah, 3 versus 3 on the reset at the moment, too. Have a bit of a spot.
Yeah, let's focus a little bit on Zeta, because I've been very
the decision making at the moment for Zeta. They can wait for this recon
critical
back online.
of this org on this map before.
Okay, Jesse Vash quite aware as well. Just
the G2 Waylay? Yeah, so I've liked... There's been 2 Waylays at the moment that I've liked. G2s and Tylus. Everything else, I think, has looked pretty rough. There's definitely a couple of nice set rounds that people have with Waylay, but overall, doesn't look good. But G2 and Tylu made it look okay.
You sneaky boy.
EG had nice anti-ecos. That's about it.
A tight angle, and Envy will deny them safe.
Hey, don't say Paper X.
Though, still moving forward, but unfortunately surrounded.
Okay, very nice. It's
oops. Team Secret with the pistol. There's some good trades at the end and at the beginning as well. Team Secret, Envy off to the races yet again. You know, I really think
Heretics was good at the beginning. Heretics had 3 nice set strats.
To really find much on the second half, looking back at it as well. But some good little off elevated angles for him in this pistol round is good. Now,
am I still hating on Waylay? Yeah,
I'm seeing, you know,
still hating on Waylay.
Composition that Team Secret are coming back towards. Yeah, it used to be an old bit of meta. You would substitute the Waylay in for the Jet. I do know that Tyloo are running this exact comp at the moment, and they've had some good results on it in its small sample size over in the CN region. League, which is running at a similar time, but also a couple of spams out from Envy, and he is able to walk away with 1 kill, 2 kill, and then 2 GE to continue holding out from Kitchen. A headless Zeta now currently walking and running around among the B side.
Okay, no armor rebuy. Dude, this kind of feels like the start of the first map again. Lose pistol into a anti-eco that doesn't have much damage at all. Elusive, thank you so much. Talon? Talon's was okay. It was like middle. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It's better than 80% of what we've seen.
I mean, when I think of Icebox and I think of some great changes towards what you're able to do on this map as well, I think elevation, right? Getting players on top of yellow if you're going towards B and you're trying to entry, even getting them on top of green. You can't do that with this composition for Zeta Division, so they're going to be quite flat on the ground. And I wonder how much.
You talk about the comps? I mean, the comps do everything you want them to do. You got the... As long as you have the 3 core, like the Info Sentinel can be anything, really, to an extent. Like, it has to be one of the 3 info. Like, it does everything you want.
I've just noticed
not like they have giant weaknesses, other than, like, obviously, like, clearing stuff.
A little bit later on, but they are into this A site at the moment, seeing no resistance.
You can still do the main stuff you want to do around the map.
Oh, well, resistance in the form of utility, Komodo, so yeah, it works.
Okay, Molly delays the plant a little bit, and they manage to get 4 people close, so you'd imagine Team Secret off the next tap of the spike are going to send it. Oh no, they missed the combo. Wow, the Orioles messed up the Dizzy Flash.
And that's going to be Envy to strike back. Depp, however, elevated position through the ropes, will be able to find a shot against Jesse Vash.
Not a great sign. It's a lot of low HPs on this one. That's a call to send it all the way over towards B, because they don't want to force through this wall, knowing that they have at least 3 here. But honestly, this whole map is a question mark. They should think that someone is back a yellow, back a sight, snowman, one of these.
Even Jeremy, 2 HP. At least, well, taking the pace a little bit slower than Team Secret expects. That
great bit of timing from Depp. Gets the heal off. Oi, dude, we were like 4 HP a while ago.
10 seconds and the spike. Oh, almost goes down. Okay. Sugar Zero has to quickly pick that back up. Envy still continuing to be a thorn in Zeta's sides. 0 point away, and he confirms that no one's up around yellow. So that
dude, what a run from Depp.
Still on a tear, and that's a quad right
He's
now.
just constantly healing every time he sees someone new.
The safer game.
No way he saves. I was going to say, it's just repositioning, right?
Oh, Envy, your barrel's pretty long.
Oh, that is an absolute round from Depp, by the way.
He's back
online.
Now he's back on full HP. That was nuts. Yep, the Reyna snowball. One kill makes it all doable.
His last map, Showstoppers. Well, those go into walls. Those
That was
don't
sick.
work out. You got an Empress here. Yeah, you need to click some heads. And what has he done? Well, there's 5 kills to come on through.
Oh, he had some great shots in this though.
Depp is playing this well again.
Got to be confident. Absolutely have to be confident. If you're going in for a Reyna in a composition
Crispy
that's
guy.
and it's going to be, quite flat-footed, you have to make sure that your utility and coordination is going to be quite pivotal, right? You need to make sure that you're letting Sugar Zero know when you need walls, when you need assistance.
Or even just to
what's
go
going
for
on
these
there?
duels. I mean, deep position found, and that's 2GE gone. Jeremy, though, trying to go away with a bit of a stun, but into an open
going on
position.
there as well?
Clues, and the rest of Zeta surrounding the site. Wildorian and Envy, though, trying to launch the retake, but unfortunately taken down by further
I mean, honestly, the
members of
Observer's
Zeta
doing
division.
incredible to
Envy,
catch all of this because
no
there's a
joint
lot of
found
duels
as he
going on at
tries
the
to make
same
a play
time.
out from Snow. So it's gonna
Okay,
be
2 in a
Zeta
row.
moving
Dude, it's literally
forward
the first
with
map
the
all
lead
over
right
again.
now.
2 in a row forces them down to an
Over
eco.
at the B site there, kind of a little bit too quick and unaccounted for, right? Team Secret, 2 members just caught unawares real early in towards the round, and with Zeta finding those kills, they just start to whittle you down little by little. They don't even need to focus on getting a plant in that situation because they're peeking together in numbers, spotting out where Team Secret are coming from by this extra utility that is being thrown their way. So quick change of pace will equalize us up and push Team Secret onto a bit more of an eco for this new round. Again,
Can you stop them entering from here? Yeah, so this is the thing about the ISO that the ISO is really good at. Is like for sure they have like weaknesses, right? The Zeta comp does struggle to get to yellow, but ISO, because of the shields, this means that you can force so much that it doesn't really like all like the theory of punishing kind of goes out the window just because the ISO can force issues so much. Like the shield is crazy strong, as in not this, but not the wall, the actual shield.
Job's kind of done at the moment on this little eco buy that comes through for Team Secret.
Oh well, Team Secret trying to get
Nice
ahead of the
shots.
spike plant, but it's not.
Bro,
gonna
he
happen
might
just yet.
just
It's Depp who's
hard
got 2
carry
big
this game.
kills, dismisses away, and now a slightly weaker equipped Team Secret trying to retake, but also for Shota on a bit of a lurk. Spots out the first, taken out by Jeremy though. That could be a
Yeah, he
weapon.
may be overextended with the lock because he's giving him a gun.
I mean, do you want to just go at it? You will if you are Team Secret, right? This is just your eco round. Now you've got a Bucky and a Vandal. There is a Sheriff for
Convergent
2G2.
paths?
Yeah, I mean, you could use it if you want to, but still 3 members for Zeta at the end of the day.
Yeah, not entirely sure where they could be, so 2G to move forward. And he does spot out at least one. The one that you gotta watch out for, though, really is Depp up by pipes, and he does find 2GE. Takes the rope away,
Dude,
and that's gonna be Sugar
Depp
Zero
is
finding Jeremy at the end
absolutely
as the spike
farming
gets
them.
stuck, so
Every
bit
time he's
more
low
for
HP, he's just
Zeta
getting kills
as they
still.
move forward steadily.
Good damage, I will say, for Team Secret at the end of that one. Just 2 alive for Zeta Division at the end there, but I'm looking at these ultimates.
A lot of
work,
ults that are close for Zeta, so orbs at the moment the talking point.
They're getting pretty close to having a lot of them online, so when you're looking in towards your next rifle rounds, they can be quite impactful. And I'm thinking at the moment as well for Zeta, you've been playing with your walls over at B, you've been going in through A, you've had some good mid lurks as well. You got to tick in all the boxes on how to keep your opponents guessing on a map like Icebox.
Everything.
The Vice, I mean the Vice normally has to on defense as the start here to do the wall to cover both. And then apparently you can jump it, which I didn't know about. But you make a sound.
Team Secret immediately back to B.
And look how much of a rotation that sends them for. Hey, the
So normally the Vice at the beginning is going to be here. But the Fawns are so strong against this wall.
Zero is concerned, position unchecked.
Could cause more mayhem if he takes away that drone or keeps himself hidden.
I also think the Fawns, like I would probably play the Fawns like this, to be honest. Or I'd try and do layers. I don't know, I think you have some options with the Vice. Dude, he's trying to make it look like the turret's shooting him from far back, but actually he's close.
They're losing all their lives. A hinder on towards Clues. They know Sugar Zero as well. 2GE is aware.
Nice try, says Team Secret. So alone and cold, Clues alongside Shota, trying to scavenge this round. Salvage this round, I should say. But Team Secret are pretty much stacked up, all close and together. Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean it's nice swing. It's nice swings from Team Secret.
Take away Shota's life, but it's just clues trying to mark further positions down.
Yeah, very nice. I do think Zeta probably need to try and get like 7 rounds here because this Team Secret comp, as much as I hate the Waylay, this is like one of the better comps to actually make it work. Double flash to send it. If you KO flash off the angle into a Gecko flash, and then you just send it with the Waylay. I think that Zeta need like 7 here.
Because you can see that 2G is looking after that. That's why I highlight the idea as well, right? You're leering on out, you're trying to distract away from the turret to get him on through, but it just doesn't work out. So
I didn't mind the attempt from Depp here. It's definitely a play when you're really high up on the scoreboard and you're feeling it.
That's why you've got the pit really early popped towards the main.
A lot of it. Still though, XDL is really close to his kill contract. If he does pick up an outdoor or, you know, a kill somewhere else, might be able to sneak 2G away from his little hidey hole.
We have noted Jeremy pushing A quite often as well, right?
Oh,
so you could even use it over there. Early Hunter's Fury, however, at the moment from Clues, it's not
I got a question mark that.
Maybe a little bit more coverage for
They took a little bit of space with it. Was it to break the alarm bot or something? Or a misclick?
Look at Wild Oreo.
Yeah, but everyone's a bit disconnected at the moment from Zeta as well, right? You're really playing on the fact that someone's going to find that
that is nice timing because they don't know about it.
So Team Secret, an idea that
And the turret hasn't gone off yet, so he literally knows that they're stuck in that.
Huge reads coming out from Team Secret right now, but they have to work against the ISO.
And great trades.
Forward Zeta, a bit of a trade. Clues then finds one more coming up from mid.
Got to be getting that one.
All that's left for Team Secret to work off of is just 2GE.
2v4, we use the ult.
Is he able to collect? Finds the first. Oh, but not quite the second. A refract from Jeremy as well, and that pulls even further away. So 1-on-3, Jeremy has to nail more targets if he is to keep his team in this round. The spike goes down for Zeta.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit too difficult.
Pixel with the tier 1, thank you so much for the 10 months.
You just got to call it as it is. Save
another Waylay ult reactive. Yeah, dude, the Waylay ult is like... Waylay ult is really good, to be honest. Like, having a duelist that has initiator ult is kind of sick.
At least we're seeing some good contests from Team Secret, right? It's not
it should be a set plan thing.
4-1 or 6-0 or anything like that, right?
Who's
forwards and how the rounds are playing out.
It is
Apex.
Nice, but,
it was right. I think it was Apex that had it, or am I just wrong? They had like a good punish with it here.
On their map picks, they tend to walk away.
They had set strats.
You gotta remember that. I'll play devil's advocate.
It's like a set strat thing.
The first map of the whole series as well.
Fair
right?
enough.
It's not if it's the second map in its entirety.
A bit of that mental game working against them from the heartbreaking loss in the first one.
When you consider how close it was for them to be able to.
The Heretics B main.
Right? Ending over.
Oh yeah, that wasn't too bad as well.
Still though, I am thoroughly impressed by Zeta, as are the Japanese fans. Oh, look at that. A lot of passion. Yeah. Because they're working alongside, you know, we mentioned they were a little bit disconnected.
Again, to get the 7 that I think they have to get, they're on the right track.
On the shields.
It has to be at least 7. The thing is, I'm not even like, I'm not saying 7 is secured win, because the Team Secret comp is horrible to play against.
But hey, look, it's growing pains, right? It's learning. We're not seeing too much ISO come
okay, Wall gets committed here, so you would imagine that they're committing over towards B. And are these two in charge of faking A or breaking the turret?
Still though,
faking A.
At least for now, Zeta working alongside what has worked before.
I like this though from Zeta, right? This comp doesn't really re-clear well, right? When you create question marks, it's relatively hard. It's only really the Gecko Flash or the KO Knife. So they see the KO Knife and they pretty much go for this call where they insert 3 over towards close B, and then they're going to fake A with 2. And as we can see on the minimap, this is working incredibly well. It's a great call. And they get the ult out of them. And I say ult, they get both ults out of them. Oh my god, they've been absolutely owned.
This is how you sell a fake kill contract and a drone. That's all you need. And with that, Depp into a deep lurk as well, spots out the barrel and tries to play hooky along with a tight angle.
No way. Oh, it's so close. The KO ult just ran out as well, so he just got the dismiss back.
3-on-4 now. If Team Secret can move even
I mean, he's delayed enough time. Keep an eye on the ISO luck.
But still, the steel guard.
I think that's the first time I said that.
Keeps Team Secret once again at bay. Although the position was noted by 2GE, XDL with a better gun will be able to strike. The next one comes up, and it's Envy to find a bit of
This
an
was a
exchange, but
beautiful
there it is.
round.
It has to be a save.
Absolutely
Come on.
beautiful.
Yeah, the Steel Garden caught 2 of them there.
And it's
so
it's just
timing to
again,
come out
it's
from Shota,
playing off the
actually,
weaknesses
and
of the
that's
Team
kind
Secret
of
comp,
just the
right?
nail in the coffin for the round.
It's a lot of
2G,
double
he
flash
falls
stuff.
'cause he doesn't
This
have
is
the right
the
gun
only
equipped for
bit
that
of
duel at
info
the
of them
moment,
to
so
find is the
really,
knife.
Highlight of the
So
round
as
has
soon as
to
they
be
see the
how
knife used
good
to
of
go
a
into
fake
this
that
is
they
like
have just solved with,
an incredible
kind of 2
sign. It's a
players,
really,
right?
really
You've got
good
the
round.
drone going in with your wall at the B side to obfuscate all positions over there as well for your team to creep up while you're selling this fake over at A. But the fact that you've got an owl drone and a kill contract drawing out the Thrash, I mean, I understand it, right? You want to stop a stampede from coming in towards the site, but you have to immediately just disconnect from that A
Who would you
side
take
to
between
start your attempt
Envy
at a
and
retake
Cushy if
over
you were
at
going to
B,
build a
leaving
team?
that
Probably
powerful
Envy,
ult
but
that can
I've been
sniff
on
out
that for a long
positions
time,
that
to be
contain
fair.
your
I haven't seen
opponents.
I've seen way more of Envy
Really
than I've
well
seen a
played out
Cushy
from
though,
Zeta
so
in that
it's
round,
a
and you
biased
can
take.
tell now that Team Secret need this time to talk about things.
Yeah, the desk, you know, all of us, we were honestly quite wondering, right? This Icebox pick, a map
Is
that
Zeta
hasn't been
good
played in
on
the longest
Icebox
time
now?
ever.
Yeah, I told
Could
you,
this
dude.
be,
This
you know, a bit of
coach
a pocket pick for Team
this coach has a better
Secret? Turns
understanding
out
than
Zeta's got some
the other
preparations of
coaches
their own.
combined.
I mean,
He knows what he's
I'm
doing.
gonna be the guy with devil horns on my head
Go
for
for
this
it.
There's the
one,
truth.
right? What did we see? And I know it's a different team. Like, I'll put that in there. What did we see last
At
time
least on
for
this map.
Icebox,
At least on this
from
map.
Zeta?
Oh, that's a really
Maybe
long
not
time
for all
ago.
the
It is a
maps.
really long time ago. That's for a reason, Quack.
Please give me the answer.
Number one, the map had disappeared for quite a while, right? It was out of the pool.
Does
yeah,
help
it
when
was
Depp is going 12 to
something
6
like
though. You got to give him that.
13 or-
But this pass round is like is a great
So
sign.
surely, you know, trying to work on their weaknesses. They have cooked something up, and we were wondering about how this Reyna would look.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you can see
so
how
far so good.
Yes. I mean, it is bits of layers in that, but it's also how he's kind of lurking in these deep positions where, you know, Team Secret is just not expecting him. Still, though, round after the timeout.
Jeremy has really showcased that he loves to use these refracts early in the round.
Yeah,
Now he doesn't
Recon
ever get out of
early towards B, they create pressure, they cause the rotate in, and I still like it, right? The game plan's good, they're just creating question marks everywhere, and then just grouping up as numbers.
And that's the A side open as well, right? It is a rifle round to come through from Team Secret, but with no retract strategy to come through from
Way they
Jeremy,
play similar
while
to that.
Oreo
I mean, they're
missing
playing the
shots as
Tyloo
well.
comp, I
I
think.
mean, this
I
is
think
gonna
this is
be
exactly
pretty
the same as the
difficult for Team
Tyloo comp,
Secret, though I will admit,
in terms of
there's
Team
two players
Secret.
quite low on Zeta.
And it did,
True.
it does, and
Unless
it
you're able
will
to find
farm
a
heavy on
single
attack,
kill,
so
the retake is
again,
still just not
7
quite happening.
has to happen
As Envy
here.
goes for the wide swing off of Rafters. Yeah, this round is as good as gone.
Yeah.
Need
The
8, they
save
might
sim
need 8,
for Team
yeah.
Secret, and
Honestly,
on the
there's a
back
world
of a
where they might
timeout
need
as well,
9.
not
I
being
don't really
able
know
to,
how
to convert the very next
girl
round.
Team Secret
That's
are.
definitely going to hurt, right? Because generally you would think
I do
that,
think
on
that
the back of a
the
timeout, right,
Reyna
you've got an idea
might
of what
actually
you
be
need
good
to
against
doing,
it,
where your
though.
opponent's weaknesses are, where your strengths are. You generally would see like a counter strat be picked, or
I think I've
really
heard the
strong
words
play.
the Tyloo comp.
It
I mean, they
felt a
did play it
little bit
fast.
haphazard, right? There was so
Not
much
saying they came
reliance
up
at
with
the
it, but-
beginning of this round on Jeremy getting a kill and getting out when the refract expires.
They had one of
He's
the better
starving. He's
uses
not
of the
getting any
Waylay, though.
Assistance from Wild Oreo. This hunt that's on at the end. There's a trade. So there's only one gun surviving.
Yeah, not good money for Team Secret.
Which would severely impact their chances of walking away.
Either a
with
lot of light armors
lead in this
and
first
some
half.
hits on the
6-3
guns,
right
or
now
just
is
a
the
straight up
score.
low buy.
Team Secret are starting out on the defense, though, so I can see why the
The
Waylay
Zeta comp, and the Zeta comp does everything you want it to do.
that effective for them right now. But you surely got to think, like, how can you adjust around this?
It
early
relies
light speeds
heavily on
and the AMS
individuals,
just
but
isn't
that's
quite working
okay.
out anymore.
I mean, I would even say, right, the double duelist for Zeta, their defense would look a little bit poorer than their attack on Lotus, for example, right? We didn't see that. They had a pretty strong defense, right? Those retakes were looking pretty good. You just theorize it that they're attacking the site instead of trying to defuse, right? They're, quote, planning. So it works. So I don't see a reason why the same mentality here wouldn't apply.
You know what's funny? Is Mini would hate both of these comps, first of all. But I think there's a world where Mini might prefer this comp over this one. Just because of the Sova. And he's a big KO hater.
Hold out around the B side right now, which is where Zeta has placed down this toxic screen again. But here comes XDL trying to take Jesse Vash away.
Jesse
Vash will
Vash.
strike back with a Guardian. Zeta though still has
Dude, this was nice though. They managed to get the trade off of it.
So back to it.
The confidence from Depp is incredible
An
though.
advantage in terms of the odds.
One day we might get this pit from Sugar Zero. We need it. Maybe one day. And here it is. We've got it.
Yeah, but it's a lineup as well, and that covers the spank.
Envy just spams
Okay,
away,
should
takes
be
CLZ away.
pretty much impossible to defuse
3
this.
on 3, and even with that, Team Secret on the slightly weaker weaponry will be able to sort of trickle
Plant's
them away,
kind of
but
close
still,
to the corner,
spike
but I
planted,
don't think they can defuse from there.
pit invested, and Zeta continue to hold these positions. Snake bite down, and it allows for Depp to try to sneak through. He doesn't quite get the information that he's looking for, and that's where Team Secret will double up. Envy, alongside Jeremy, will be able to find the kills needed to bring
started
Team
worrying
Secret to
Wingman was on this one.
back in the game.
Okay.
Well, that's a strong one when you need it. And that's
4.
not even
They
proper
might
gun
they
round,
might
isn't
know
it?
that they only need 4.
Really well placed out from Team Secret where you need that one. And that's got to give you enough confidence to try and get back in towards this one. I mean, it really does start off with Jesse Vash, doesn't it? Yeah, he gets that first kill and traded on out, but that's a little bit of a propellant for the rest of the team. Time to be bought to get in towards this one. And you also got to kind of wonder as well for Zeta, right? Playing a bit more outside of the pit, is that too ill-advised?
Not too much.
That's my prediction for the T1 match.
You did have 3 players online, but still.
Should be close though. I think T1 will win
Team
2-1.
Secret
I imagine Nongshim will get a map.
not fully respecting utility, but next round coming up. That's
Depends.
Team
If they pick all the
Secret
double
once
duelist
again.
maps for T1, then T1 will just 2-0 them.
Jeremy playing it safe. Holds it the high-low instead.
Dude,
oh, look
Depp
at Depp. What a
is-
swing.
Depp is
Wild Oreo
absolutely owning them.
decimated. And now Shota comes in to
The amount of
rebuild Depp's
50-50
position.
duels he
They
wins
continue to
is
hold these spots.
insane.
And in with the tags, Clues will fire away with the Hunter's Fury just to
That
allow
was
his
real
teammates
close.
safe passage into the site.
Yeah, player advantage for Zeta, an open site ready for the planting as well and to set up how they do want it. So it's going to really come down on Team Secret. How does this retake work as well? Are they going to be careful for Sugar Zero on the lurk? Though before the plant even goes down, you're going to relinquish territory.
Yeah,
on this
over-rotate.
You're going to adjust
Sugar
things.
Zero's
This is
taking a
where
lot of
Sugar Zero
space.
on the lurk can come out pretty clutch.
What a mid-round call. The timing of the peaks, though, has to be pristine. And he goes for a little bit of it. Does spot out Envy. The shots being traded back,
Ooh,
though.
they
Oh,
both
and
hold
Depp's got
strong.
His teammates back. A second kill in the round for Zeta.
Depp
And
is
once again,
Depp
down
is
in the
really
dumps.
farming.
Sugar Zero's position
And
not
they
quite
look good.
detected, and
They're
as
looking
the right
good.
time ticks
They
on
got the
clock,
7.
Sugar Zero will find the 2 headshots.
Can they get 8?
Needed to bring Zeta to 7.
Yeah, that lurk to come out from him there was pretty damn good, I will say. But more
They're punishing the
importantly,
over-rotate
I think
of
I'm
Team
looking at this
Secret.
round that I'm thinking if you do stay towards this A site, well, we're going to get a plant. We're going to get a massive challenge at the moment. So we want to see good calling.
Crew
come out from
tuning
Zeta.
Sen,
And
yeah,
that's
Crew
exactly
look
what
good.
they do,
Crew
right?
look
It's
good,
just good mid-round decisioning to reposition. And Sugar Zero, he's not getting too hungry to overcommit to a fight when not needed.
And that's the best thing. Just the way that he sidestepped, got the information that he needed. But still, though, right now at least, Team Secret, last chance in the first half to try to turn things around.
And this time you're going to have Jeremy playing on the long line over at this B site. Again, we've not really seen any opportunities for Team Secret to play the distance game with any sort of operator as well, right, for this squad. So they are just having to do it with these rifles. And for Jeremy, at least this time he's not popped his refract too early.
Doing
but
Zetra's improved from last week
is
when
a
they
little
played.
bit stuck.
I mean, it's different
Yeah,
maps.
you
They
might
could have just been
consider
good at these
using
maps,
the
but you would imagine so. They had a
light
week.
speed for- there's
You would
some
hope they
hijinks
improved
just
in a
to
week.
Get away. But if you do get away, then that's more space for Zeta, and that's what he's more concerned about right now. Zeta has been very slippery with how they're approaching these rounds.
Which America's teams do you think are capable of winning Masters? I mean, G2 for sure, but I think that America's has more of those DRX teams that people would argue can win a Masters. Like realistically, every region pretty much has one, apart from EMEA at the moment. You're probably like a, I mean, you would say Vitality. But then I would like, you know, the DRX kind of teams that most people would say can win. I would say that you've got MIBR, Sentinels, and Crew that are on the same level as this. They have more teams in my mind that could win Masters. Not that I think those 4 teams are very capable of winning a Masters, but
Spike down. Unless Clues can find all 3 kills in a matter of 10 seconds.
Sen, yeah, I put
which
Sen
is
in.
highly unlikely.
Sen if they clean stuff up, but Sen have just as much chance as DRX. Is the
Not going down
argument.
without a fight.
They gave him a challenge. I mean, Team Secret are not protecting KD here. They want to close that one up.
NRG.
So still, I mean, Zeta
Not sure about that.
maybe starting to overcook
sure
a little
about
bit
that.
on
Need
some
a
of these
little bit more
approaches,
time.
but still, it doesn't look too bad in this first half overall. You know, they found a lot of successful rounds. Team Secret are the ones, you know, trying to punch back against them.
Well, 7-5 at the half. So
Team Heretics and Fnatic, you can't feel confident until you see proven stuff. You can't feel confident about it. You got to go off what you've seen off this year in this meta.
At the moment.
You guys are looking at like 2024.
Is it really enough when I consider again what we saw over on Lotus?
You got to look at peaks of 2025.
Still looking pretty prominent even on the double duelists. I think
Sentinels proved that their peak is like good enough that they could go on a run.
It's midway. It's not comfortable. It's not bad.
Again, I would give them a low chance, but
I think it
would be the same as DRX probably.
Team Secret, right? Yes. How are they going to look to close out rounds now? How are their post plants going to look when they're trying to protect this spike?
Oh my. Was that like a Naruto reference? Well, whatever it is, it's
they are winning. Oh, I agree. Needs, but I would say they have just as much chance as winning as DRX. This is my whole point about G2. I just have more faith that they have more teams that are on the level of DRX that people say might win a Masters in America.
Well, yeah, I mean, no team wants to experience.
No, and I mean, this is one of those series for both of these teams where, yeah, it's week 2.
This guy doesn't want to watch it.
Right? Top 4 get through in towards playoffs for the chance to get to Masters Toronto. You don't want to be in the bottom 2.
Yeah. Well, neither team will get relegated. So, I mean, the one thing that I can kind of come up with right now. They are at the bottom. So
people are debating on VLR. I mean, it's just opinion based, so
especially on the attack.
It's not really a debate too much. Because we're all debating teams that have like a 2% chance of winning a Masters at the moment, from what we've seen. Like a pointless debate. But does Americas have more teams that have 2% chance of winning a Masters? Yeah, they do.
So 2 versus 4, turn 2 versus 3. There is an opportunity here for Team Secret to get the plant. You got a Nano Swarm for Jesse Vash, which you can either use when he's waltzing around. You could even come back and use it on the spike, but I don't think that's going to be possible for him because he's going to be playing for a little bit of time at the moment.
Oh, Jesse's
over towards 2GE, and they're not looking.
Oh my god, I'm nervous for him.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay. Oh, I got real nervous for him there. Damn. Styling.
Pop away at XDL's shield, and he's
oi, double pistols.
Already has the traps.
The rough one for Zeta.
Team Secret strikes back.
That is big to come out from him at 4K.
And I'm not sure 7 without a pistol is going to be enough. I think they can just A spam double flash the whole time.
Over on Team Secret's side, you know, 25+ kills for 2 of their members on the previous map. Those are some of the highlights. But where was Jesse Vash, right? What was he really trying to find when he's playing on towards that Cypher on Lotus? Well, he's getting shut down a lot, right? He's being forced into those retakes. Here, you got to take the onus into your own hands. You got to do something, and for some repositions, for some good shots to come out from him as well.
Yeah, it's the fast go at the double flash to turn the corner. Now, do they just wait again for the Gecko flash?
Eagerly looking for their next round up.
Keep an eye.
Zeta, however, will put up the green curtain.
One of the differences
basically get 2 chances at the killer combo.
Is how you're containing flanks at the moment too, right? What garage control you're looking for at the moment. That's where Depp is pushing towards. And in a round with the pistols back like this, it shouldn't matter too much at the moment.
But it certainly could alert you to what could be happening on the next. But right now, at least, a bit more information out from Wild Oriole. We'll be able to spray down at his next opponent. Oh, what is this? Envy! Unfortunate. Does get domed by Sugar Zero. Jesse Vash here to bail out the team. Uncle Jesse continuing to hold the back line, spots them out from screens, but with multiple targets, he does get a little bit overwhelmed. 2GE now the only one left. With the Outlaw as well, has to reload. That gives XDL a bit more timing to push up.
Well, his reposition is good, but
2G has no idea.
Bro, how did they win this?
Turns things around and
double flash. They managed to get the kills here as well.
You know, paper thin
Gun picks up 2 of them.
We have the power.
Double armor rebuy, but well,
they
didn't have armors in the first place.
To come through from Zeta, we say.
How did they get these kills here? Oh my god, they actually both ate the flash and they got killed.
Uncle Jesse Vash, as you say, and you cursed him into the ground on that one.
Maybe Team Secret there need to play more of the spike, but
that's what Valorant can sometimes come down to when you omit the ability.
They hit some shots.
Zeta division in that round, they hit their shots.
Nomi with the 22 months. Appreciate the tier 1. Thank you.
What it is, though, is not. I'm not going to listen to Paper Thin because he's always rooting for the Japanese teams. I kid. But that said, yes, Zeta's definitely looking a lot
What's
better
on
right
100
now.
Thieves?
With the confidence found,
And they
got to
change the
up
split.
front. And that's where XDL does get taken out, unfortunately. But CLZ has his team. And that's going to be 2 outlaw shots being fired off. Death, though, caught alone up on 410. Unfortunately, getting taken down. Wild Aura still able to fire some shots back. However, that is just one Vandal being picked up.
Yeah, you count a little bit of that utility at the end there as well, so you know that Wild Oreo was still on the site, but by the rotations and where Zeta was looking, they're not sure if 2G was going for any lurks at the moment. So playing to the numbers at the moment are Zeta. You can go for a retake if you want. You know that there was weapons that were able to be picked up. So it is good to see you just falling back onto, you know, what should be in Valorant one of the big strengths. It is playing to the numbers. Sugar Zero watches the ball, finds both of them. So yeah, a bit of a good recovery to come through for Zeta.
Very much so. Wasn't expecting that peek out from Team Secret, but Sugar Zero quick on the flicks. And yes, why not, right? Work with a safe bet. You have those numbers after all.
Yeah. Great shots from Clues, I will say. Very quick with that Outlaw. Definitely a powerful weapon as well when it does come in towards a, well...
Okay, just get into the Byrons.
But no,
Are they just going to try A-spam the whole time? No.
Now we finally have our first
No is the answer.
round, and Sugar Zero on the defensive side is one away from the Viper's pit. If he's able to find that one, that could be a good stalling tactic, or great in a retake if Zeta want to switch over to that. If they have it.
Especially in some of the upcoming rounds, but this is where I really want to see a lot more coming out from
Okay, Knife goes over towards B.
He is on the waylay. This
and
is
I
the
have
gun
no
round.
idea.
This is where Team
Okay,
Secret
definitely
needs to
hit.
put their foot in the ground.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get across
Yeah, this is kind of nice from Sugar Zero. Gets hit by, I'm pretty sure got hit by it on purpose. I didn't fully look at it. That means they have to use one of their flashes and their dash to get over towards yellow.
And I'm actually also seeing no forward positions from Jesse Vash by himself at the moment because it's only
Yeah, and they might go
towards
real
this A
deep
side,
and clear
but
this.
Likewise, right? He's not
This is
seeing
very
anything
nice from Zeta.
from Zeta.
Clear the question mark.
Zeta to
For one person
reclaim that
here
space,
can have a
especially
4-person stack over
green
towards
right
A.
now,
It'll
though,
be
and
like
that's a lot of
3 with 1
information.
watching middle.
100%. All the information that Zeta
Does
want to get back
XDLL
towards
like
this A side
overstep
where
and
they
give up
still
the
do
game?
have both their thorns available. They've also got the Arcros.
Well,
Let's see, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot for Zeta. 2GE though, okay. Will be alerted
Whoa.
because of the drone and his teammate falling right now. So a bit of an exchange, but still the main force is needing to take the site. And that's where Zeta, with the read, with the information, has already filled and flooded everything down in full. Shota, the double kill, Envy.
Team Secret with the info, still force over towards here. Dude, these Vice Walls are nice.
And that's going to put 2GE in a
We see some
1-on-2.
really good Vice Walls at the moment. This one's pretty cool to once you commit through the wall, and the one that Heretics was doing was awesome as well. Isolate the planter.
And that's going to be now a bit more opportunity for Zeta to sneak and sneak around him. Look at this! Oh my god, 2G! He just can't find a safe haven at all.
He's just playing with his food. That is very
sick.
rude to come to Clues at the end there.
2-9
But,
loss bonus.
I gotta give props towards Zeta, the way that they reposition towards B main, get the idea that it's going back over towards A. They can start to play with a little bit of the time as well in the scrappy duels that are around the A site. A great timing on the Arcros from Shota here. He gets a double kill on the back of it. Yes, it's a bit of an overheat and loses his life towards Envy, but he's got his teammates that he can rely upon to do some gnarly damage there as well. So that there being the quote-unquote later bonus round because of the flip after the pistol.
Full
as well,
loss bonus.
is weathered and
They
won
can.
by Zeta.
Ah, dude.
And Team Secret, I mean, they're going.
I mean, this was incredible from Zeta though, right? They are just playing a better macro game as well. Like the clearer the question mark into maybe there was an overstep you would argue, but if Team Secret aren't going to mid round and realize that they've stacked here, then it's like their own fault. Like Team Secret got the info,
Unfortunately, however,
and they still just sent it.
The spike down, and that is allowing for Zeta to really sneak back into the site, similar to what they've done just previously. Sugar Zero from screens, more players from rafters now. They have everything swarmed, and Jesse Vash with just a stinger tries to find a little bit more.
He spotted both.
Yeah, a little bit of information, but does he have the shots? Zeta is able to play ring around the rosy with this. They're looking for that little tap from Uncle Jesse.
40 seconds to go.
Okay.
I think it would be so risky if he even contemplated using the lockdown at the moment. He really needs to just play with the time himself and think, where do they reposition? You've cleared the whole site, but they've gone out.
The lockdown would force them to rush against him.
Exactly.
So he's really clearing everything out. The spike
I mean,
hasn't
yeah,
quite
he's
yet
just
been picked up, and Zeta is just
going
still
everywhere.
waiting ever so patiently. Swaps for the weapon.
He kind of needs to use the ult in this round, even though I don't want him to.
You really got to play your hand here.
With a retake as well, it's a dart in.
Oh, there's the dart, and instantly he knows where they are coming from. Has to watch for Raptors as well, and further ring around the Rosies. Zeta works together as a duo. A bit of a high-low with the crouch as well. Jesse goes for the huge loop around them, but Clues is already working
He's on
back.
top of it.
And that's Zeta upwards and forwards with double digits.
Yeah, I'm so worried for Team Secret. But they do save the ult, I guess, for this round. So as long as they come up with a good plan on this one, and it should be an easy plan. Killjoy ult for, and then after you just get the Viper ult.
Yeah, just a little bit too difficult for him in the back of that one. And remember, that was, you know, the bit more of the half-bar to come on through. Oh, man.
Yeah, there's so many ults right now.
Worst things. You've got some damage on towards Zeta, but I got to say, right, I look at this scoreboard, and I have a flashback to an hour or so ago, right, when we had such a stretch in front from Team Secret. When they hit 11, right, we saw 7 rounds in a row for Zeta to close out
slow reaction here as well, still gets the kill.
Where are we?
Is it the first map? No, the second map.
The scoreline.
11-6. Are we looking for that from Team Secret? I don't know if it's there. Surely the timeout invested, but will that bring them any fruit? Bear them any fruit? We have a lot of online alts online.
Team
right
Secret
now.
are not pulling a Zeta. It was 11-6.
Yeah, we could definitely just have one of those big old Valorant.
Yeah, just looks.
As well
I mean, there's just been nothing convincing, right?
Yeah, I think my questions at the moment that I had for the beginning of this map have sort of started to be answered on how Depth was going to look on towards the Reyna, on how XDL is going to continue on towards this ISO as well, what strengths we're going to see there.
Boomstick 4K, thank you for the prime. Thank you for doing that, dude.
You know, Jeremy on the Waylay, right? With this coming on back, how is Team Secret going to look? Because when you have a Jet in the mix substituted for the Waylay, right, you're trying to still, you know, create space for your team, get set up by the flash drives. It's the same sort of principles that they are doing at the moment, but we're not really seeing Zeta Division give any jewels at the moment over towards Jeremy to be able to capitalize in getting a kill, getting out.
The positions that they've been playing so far have been quite defensive.
Ults.
And now, after a timeout of all time,
Zeta, I like this though. They know if they sit over towards the side, they're going to get overwhelmed, so they decide to push aggro, and they have a great ult for retake as well.
2GE is able to snuff something out, and at the same time, for Jeremy, once again, you know, I am reminded of what Big Time has been talking about, the need to support the Waylay right here. But okay,
sleeping again slightly.
But unfortunately, it's just a one-on-one trade.
Yeah, but look at the rat potential to come through from Zeta at the moment. It's got to have to be go time for Team Secret. They recognize that they have to hold W.
Does Jesse have anything, though? That's the question. He's able to find the first, needs a little bit more. Null Command being popped as well, and it does allow for Team Secret to get spiked down early and quick. Jesse Vash quickly coming back to regroup with the rest of his team.
They gotta make a decision.
Hunter's Fury in for clues if they do need it. Remember, he is playing towards the boiler. Oh.
Well,
dude, the lineup is crazy. I was looking at it on the minimap thinking, holy, surely. Surely the lineup's going to be outrageous.
That's a massacre. That is absolutely a massacre. You're looking at that flank to come out from Zeta, and you're noting that Sugar Zero was spotted out there.
Dude, they look good on this map, though. Even the rounds where they're up against the ults, like the plans are good. The overall plans are just way better.
Clues is going to be able to use a Hunter's Fury to try and find some
double push behind.
Maybe Jesse Vash is going to drop a lockdown. You could counter it with that, but no. Let's just have our third member just surprise everybody on Team Secret.
Right? Yeah, I was thinking for Shota to maybe watch out.
Oh my goodness, it's fast.
The fact that Sugar Zero plays it on the belt, right? I look at that replay.
Dude, they melted. So many insta-dinks. Okay, 6 chances. And a comp that is honestly meant to be incredible on attack, really, you would imagine with the double flashes, is getting so wrecked. But I think the comp's meant to just spam double flashes A than A.
Yeah, clear all the closer positions.
They've also
been quite proficient in finding, not gonna lie.
I'm not feeling that confident over towards A.
Oh my god. Zeta still has 5 ultimates online.
Yeah, that's, I mean, if you want to get back into a round like this, number one, you don't want to be up against...
Fischl goes down, can't get the Fischl. We do have a free A site, but they have really good retake golds.
I mean, Jeremy, could layer in convergent pass. You can get lockdown in there. You currently don't see anyone at the A site, but Zeta
yeah, I think they did a jump peek over towards here, clear the question mark, rotate again, or it's an early ult. I don't know about this one.
The question is Team Secret able to recognize this fact? Are they able to get ahead of some of these possible
Varun with the prime, thank you with the 2 months, dude, appreciate that.
And Wingman for the spike.
Here we go, you're gonna get in the gulag, and then it's gonna be a scrap.
All right, let's see how the scrap goes. At least clues, though, we'll be able to find a little bit more. And XDL instantly deleting Jeremy as well. Duelist for Duelist. And all that's left are the 3 players on the other side. Steel Garden for a little bit more space. And, okay, we got a couple of primaries jammed, but where is Uncle Jesse heading? He is up by belt, and he's looking for a little bit more positioning in towards the spike. Maybe a couple of sprays.
Oh, God.
Look at Sugar Zero sneaking from right underneath.
I thought I was going to get another.
Strikes one down. Jesse Bash for a little bit more on, but still the
no
spike
way.
is getting stuck, and Jesse Bash has to swap over to the sidearm.
Oh my, this got so close. He's 11 HP.
They hold on, they throw everything with the kitchen sink in that one.
He was so many ults into this round.
Jeremy was already gone. Wow, they managed to hold that.
Dude, there was a
one
Molly
on.
Thorns kill, no? What happened there?
There's no Mollies going over to that safe corner under rafters that you sometimes see these teams come up with as well, because that's where you're expecting the players to be.
He just tanked the Thorns the whole time.
A couple of cheeky right clicks at the end of that one, and it's been a while between drinks. I won't lie, Team Secret had been on
5
6
chances.
since the
Dude,
start of
Sugar
this
Zero
pistol, but
was a lunatic as well. He just absolutely sent it.
Start to wonder. It has to be now.
It really has to. They take up this round, they could begin to break Zeta's economy in a few, but at the same time, the approaches have been a little bit stale now. We're back into it, and a bit of reliance with Jeremy. 2G on towards the back, though, watching the flanks. Oh, but Depp instantly deletes 2G with a heads-up duel. Jeremy finds an answer against clues as well.
Yep, convergent pass to provide an answer in, clearing some space, getting an opening kill. Little wingman in for the plant as well, and we're in another scenario.
Still have shield with the ISO, might make the difference.
So just a clear
Where they got Envy has 1 flash.
Screens as well as rafters.
Oh, the Molly breaks the shield. It's devastating. It's a great flash as well.
Sneaky little wall bang against XDL as he moves up front. But still, the Viper's Pit now coming up from Sugar Zero. Is this his time? Is this when Zeta closes out the map? Envy in for the spray. Looking to bring something back in, but Depp suddenly springs forward. And that's Envy gone. Spraying out.
Half.
Couple of taps in from Jesse. Wall Oreo.
Dude, these rounds are close. These rounds are so close. Okay, 4 chances.
Well, Team Secret, yeah, they are holding on. Maybe Jeremy.
They're slowly counting it down, and so that's a half. I mean, they don't have to eco this, but they're probably just low buy it. Try and make sure they can get a full buy.
Can't help but consider, what if these couple of rounds that are starting to come through were just 1 round earlier, right? You'd have that lifeline of not seeing map point just yet, or rather series point at the moment over towards Zeta Division.
Sometimes that's just one of those things that you really need.
Timeout. Oh, we've got some talking to do on the side of Zeta.
Yeah.
I don't mind that as well, right? They were still
probably going to stop the retake over towards... Well, I don't know. I'd be tempted to not stop the retake over towards A. I don't think they need to change too much up.
Well, they could potentially use the next
but
one.
I think they'll probably just start going aggro somewhere.
If this map is still continuing on.
Shall see. Right now, sometimes,
the Icebox? Yeah, no, it's mayhem. It's always been mayhem.
Ace player, that star player, to really find some of these opening frags for the team. He's finally able to get a little bit more of that. But with that, a bit of conditioning into the A site now. Will they push the button, call for a bit more of a complex strategy?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen, a lot of pushes up through mid or through B from Zeta, right? We've already seen these early lurk potential engagements be winning some opening duels. And we have seen Team Secret looking after them, but still losing them, right? And then
right, low buy, and we're gonna not have many ults for at least this round, maybe next.
To come out from Zeta.
Ooh.
But it is all in all for Team Secret.
Dude, even these little things, like there's a lot of little things that at the moment Sugar Zero's doing. And it's so nice for just getting util out. Like they've been prepped pretty well for this one. Like shooting the flash means that they have to use another flash in terms of the KO flash. Getting hit by the knife then makes them think that they have to use util for clearing over towards yellow.
But a quick burst. So collecting utility and keeping themselves into closer and tighter positions, and then refracting out though. Once again, the refract does take a bit of time, and that's when Zeta reclaims space around yellow. Could there be a peak?
Okay, Zeta have been clearing the question mark here. So Team Secret in the timeout takes space and they're waiting for them to re-clear it. Yes, this is a good timeout from Team Secret.
Yeah,
It's pretty much working that one out.
Might have come up close to
looking at the
set up a bit of
numbers.
an eye, if anything, but nope. It's just going to be Team Secret with the firing squad in full. And that gives them the spike plant as well. But okay, Clues taking down the lurker. Now allows for him to get a little bit closer to the site. If he is able to find, you know, a single kill,
This is Zeta timeout? Yeah, but Team
better,
Secret can speak in that chat.
Quickly in with the contingent shield will be deleted. Just a little bit more information for Team Secret to work with. And Clues thinking to save.
Oh, nice shot.
It's not just
Right.
if the enemy team's calling it a timeout, I'm not just gonna sit there silently.
Call that one.
Got the Vandal.
Take the gun
You're
to the
gonna
next round,
talk.
that's it. If you even possibly can.
Okay, they got enough money.
Then for Envy to begin the hunt.
There we go.
They got enough money
for
to
Team
buy still.
Secret, so
Official for next round
they
though.
go patient mode, right? And I really like that. We saw some weaknesses, you know, as we mentioned for Zeta, where they get a little bit hesitant.
Coach can
to do
talk also?
anything
Yeah,
around
they
the
can
map,
both
and
talk.
They just rest on their own. And they kind of falter time and time again, right? So that kind of also is a double-edged sword. If your opponents know that you are weak to just standing still and you have to go a little bit aggressive, looking for information yourself with your bodies, that this comp, you know, doesn't really have a good strength in finding anything besides clues on the Sova, for example. Team Secret play patient and it works out a treat. It's a really good idea for them to hold on this map. But now is going to be one of those big challenges.
Anon Gifter, thank you so
Now
much.
it's
Thank
another
you.
rifle round.
It's a round where Zeta are pushing up into a huge collision.
Okay, so this was what the timeout was about. They low buy, and then on this they decide to insert one close, and it's a lovely trade from Wild Oreo.
The answer's no, by the way.
Imagine if he went down there as well, it would have been a man advantage, so everything was on that. You can see what Zeta change up in their timeout for sure.
But with an exchange like this, it also kind
Oh,
of
he saw the leg.
starves Zeta of information. That's why they're starting to bunch up together to look for a little bit more right now.
Oh.
Maybe with a slight spot as well. Okay.
He's like in the
That's
wall.
one of those-
He's in the wall and it breaks early, and
It's a
then
very
they
rare
use that and
occurrence.
now
We
they
saw
push with it.
once, you know, I think last week, but at the same time right now, just for Zeta to try
Chad, does it make a sound when it breaks? Do you get like a sound cue that it breaks or not?
Could they have crossed over to B?
So you've spotted out Shota in mid, going back over towards orange.
Vice wall can
It's gonna
break.
be
Yeah,
a
if
single
you
member of
get
the
stuck in the
offensive
vice wall,
but that's
it breaks
information
after
for
4
Zeta to rotate
seconds.
everything back over to this B site. Wingman
Instead of being
in
up for 7
crash from
seconds.
the
It is a
denial
bug,
here
for
as
sure.
Okay. So we'll see how the crash gets piloted.
But this was like
Plan
accidental,
dealt
so
with by Shota.
I mean it's
so
fine.
yeah, no plant. 15 seconds left. Team Secret has to go. Wild Oreo trying to find safer passage. Especially that shot.
What a shot.
Shock dart gets sent through as well.
Oh
Thankfully,
my
he's got his
goodness,
teammates
dude, these
covering his
rounds.
6.
I don't know how
But all
Team
that's
Secret is
left
still
now is
alive.
Clues all the way up from Snow, trying to spray and tap down. Same exact scenario from the round before. Still trying to clear around the corners. He's not out of this fight. But with so many targets, at least deals and isolates the first. But look at the next one. They're all stacked up. Has to go in for it quick.
Oh my god, there was a
2GG
reload midway
denies
through this.
any
Oh
chance
my
of
god,
that
this was
happening.
close.
Team
6
Secret
chances down to
slowly but
2
surely
chances. This is getting
coming
close.
back.
Yeah, a matter of mere moments that this map
Yeah, but
could have been
Cooper,
over
he
on.
just saw the leg of the
Just
pass in
when that
middle.
plant starts
Like
to
that
go
is the
down,
best
right?
pose to
3
be in
versus 3,
with
you get a
the
shot
smoke
dart that
up.
goes in there from Clues
He's not
as
gonna
well, but
just
they
sit there because
can't
there's a
quite
wall here
finish off while Oreo going for
that
the
might get
plants.
broken.
The difference would have been but it's not, right? Team Secret have to be counting their lucky stars just a little bit that works out for them to still hold on. You reset,
Like the argument's pretty valid.
towards this new round where you've
Force
got
them
the
down to an
1-1-3
eco as
setup
well, so they
of
get
this
one more
defensive
buy round at
side.
it. Oh my god. Flash goes over towards B. They didn't shoot it this time.
0 point, not spotting anything around pipes either.
A little bit helpful, but yeah, Zeta are starting to switch up their stance a
How
little
does the
bit.
Vice look on Icebox? The Vice looks good on Icebox, but I think teams probably aren't mid defaulting enough to see if the wall is here, and then when you know the wall is like on a site, then you can
command for Envy, though.
exploit it a bit.
That's going to be an important one.
So it is looking good, but I think it's more down to maybe
especially at this point, we're so close to a
teams
potential
not finding the
overtime.
wall enough,
Team
or
Secret,
pressuring here enough.
all the Filipino faithfuls are hoping, their fingers crossed for this one. And the team just setting themselves up for an execute towards the A site right now.
Yeah, there's the double flash.
Well,
Next
so
year,
towards
tanks the
him.
double
There,
flash,
I
but the
said
rest of
how
his team's
sharp
going
he can
forward, so he
be.
goes forward
He's
as
getting
well.
sharper every
And
round.
then,
Cell command is in too, by the way.
now what?
That just keeps those abilities suppressed. Zeta are still in sight, Komodo.
There's 4 of them on the site.
Those guns, those crosshairs are trained down to these
Gotta
very
double flash this,
angles.
guys.
There's the first, in before the trade. And he's looking for a little bit more, has to push it further up front. 2GE going into Flood alongside his teammate, fallen teammate. Hunter's Fury now tracks on the 2GE,
Ooh,
but that's
15
where
HP.
Jesse Best strikes.
20 seconds.
Is it gonna be enough? You still gotta get the spike down. And 2GE trails back.
Oh, he ran
Shot
into
goes
it.
through, half HP. It's gonna be a little bit more.
Dude, wait, the
Shares
Fawns,
firing
he kind of can't
away, and
move
Zeta
at all.
looking for an
He actually can't
opportunity to
move.
sync up.
They both
Closing
can't
for the
move.
first, Soda for the
The
next,
Fawns
and
was
Zeta
incredible here.
closes out the
Okay,
map. Final
Zeta
score,
2-0 him.
13-10.
I'm talking about these ultimates for the next
And
round, and I'm thinking
I haven't
to
been able to say
myself,
this
hang
for a
on
while,
second,
but
what
Zeta
if I
managed to
jinx
win
it?
an
There is
Icebox.
no next round. We know
Big
how
thing.
sharp
Shout out
these
to the
guys on
coach,
Zeta
shout out to the
Division
team that
can
put a
be.
lot of
The
time into this. It
Sheriffs
looked
get
good.
the job done in the
I
end,
will
and
say
it's the
Dep
time,
went
once again,
wild.
for Secret.
Dep went
It
absolutely
gets
wild
away
here.
from them. They don't give themselves enough air to breathe.
Yes.